We have now done several of the Universal Orlando Resort Hotel reviews, and the plan is to eventually get them all. We've done the Hard Rock, we've done Aventura, Cabana, and several more. I can't remember them all off the top of my head, but today we're at the Portofino to add to that list. We're just right over here, and we're gonna make our way into the hotel, but you have to admire the beauty of the valet area. It is the Labor Day weekend, so right now a lot of people are checking out of the hotel, and some people not paying attention to people walking across the street. But we're making our way in. The details in this hotel. One thing I can say, we have spent a few nights here already. It's a thing that I like to do before we review any hotel is actually experience it. And this hotel is massive. And here's the lobby area once you enter. Like I said, it is a busy morning. A lot of people checking in, a lot of people checking out for this holiday Monday. We got a little sit down area to the left that we'll go check out. And then right over here to the right, you have where you check in. And then over there in the distance, you actually have a little area where you can get your tickets. It's like your Universal booth, as well as Avis for rental cars. Right next to the check-in area, you also have luggage services. So if you get here too early and you want to go explore the parks, you could actually drop off your bags. They'll hold on to them for you up till your room is ready. Now this over here is just a fancy little sit-down area to the left once you enter. You gotta love it. I love the theming here. It's a very nice hotel. Big chandeliers everywhere, nice rustic chairs. Everything's very nice, and you also have chests right there if you wanted to just hang out and pass some time. Now standing at the end looking back, once again, just for reference, this is the little room that we were looking at. We were standing over there at that end. There's check-in, and then right behind me is a beautiful view of the harbor. One of the big reasons why people stay here. This is actually a replica of the actual Portofino in Italy. And we'll get a view out there shortly. But first, let's explore the rest of the hotel. Now standing at the other opposite end, that's the entrance where we came in from the valet area. You got this beautiful fountain. And once again, the Universal booth that I had pointed out and the Avis booth that I had pointed out. So if you're doing some vacation planning, getting your tickets, you can print them out there. And then also if you need a rental car, you got it right here. And then one thing that this hotel, like I said, has plenty of space. You have the Piazza Centrale. This area right here is just like a beautiful plaza with plenty of space if you're looking at just hanging out with a loved one, just, unwinding in the evening. This hotel does have 3 pools. We will go check out 2 of them. I'm telling you, it's massive. I really was worried about this review. I thought it was going to be way too long. But let's see how it turns out. Alrighty, we are standing out here in the Piazza Centrale really quick. I did just want to mention really quick that we have done several of these reviews. These reviews are really just intended to help you make your decision on your next vacation. So if you're looking at staying on site, which is something that I definitely recommend you do at least once, I've done now several reviews, Cabana Bay, Aventura, Sapphire Falls, Hard Rock. So we have a nice variety of different price levels as well as different amenities. Portofino is definitely one of their more expensive hotels, but I gotta say, after staying here a bit, I do enjoy it. I'm gonna go around and I'm gonna show you the things that I enjoy. We also are staying in a villa suite, so I always like saving the room to the end. We will do a room tour so you can see what the rooms accommodate. But before we do that, let's look around the whole entire hotel. Hopefully you find this helpful. If you do, make sure to comment down below. If you're interested in looking at any other hotels, in the description, I will put all the other reviews that we've done. All right, we were just standing over there. I noticed this beautiful glass ceiling slash roof. And then over here to the left, you got the Universal Orlando Resort and map of the hotel. So as you can see, I was not lying. Ginormous hotel. You got the parking structure over here, and you got a little bit of a closer breakdown of all the areas that you have. So right now we are standing somewhere right over in this area, and like I was mentioning, you got the villa pool, the beach pool, and then this little pool all the way over here. This one we will not be visiting. As you can tell, it's a pretty long trek, and on this side of the complex there isn't as many things to review. So we're gonna skip that because we actually went and checked out that pool. It's a really tiny little pool. Looks like an apartment pool. These over here we will be checking out, and you'll see those shortly. And as we make our way through, the concierge is another benefit here. We actually utilized the concierge to make reservations for yesterday at Mythos in Islands of Adventure, myself and Monique. And then over here you got a little store, like an islandy store. But check this out, guys. This is indoors at the hotel. It looks amazing. Has great ambiance. Definitely if you're coming with a significant other like myself, this is the hotel to bring them to. Monique was super impressed with this setting and how beautiful and romantic this hotel is. That goes without saying once you take a little walk around and just look up and see all the theming. You definitely feel like you're in an Italian oasis. And right over here, you're gonna see the meeting rooms and ballroom. We're actually gonna go ahead and check it out down there. It's a really cool area. They leave it open, and I believe it's so that you could take a look and see what they offer. They have some really nice and spacious ballrooms down there. If you're looking at hosting a special event like a wedding or anything like that, who knows? This might be where Monique and I finally do our wedding. Who knows? Now we just came from over that way, and I just wanted to give you a quick overview. You got this first floor here. Also these escalators to go up and down. It looks like the escalators are currently down, but luckily for us, we have this beautiful winding staircase with this amazing candlelit chandelier. And if you look on down, you'll see the only thing that could be at the bottom of a winding staircase, which is a beautiful piano. Alrighty, as we make our way down, I apologize if it gets a little bumpy, but I wanted to have this effect of us going down the winding staircase. Whew, I think I'm a little winded, but Monique and I have been here. We're doing a 6-day stay, and we're on our 5th day. We check out tomorrow. So unfortunately, almost tripped. The vacation is almost over, but I have stayed at several of the hotels. The only ones missing now are the Endless Summer Suites. That's the only hotel that I have not stayed at. I haven't reviewed the Royal Pacific for the channel, but I will eventually. This, by far, has to be the most scenic and beautiful hotel to look at. There's so much. It's like a Victorian Italian mansion that you're walking through. But yeah, these are some of the ballrooms here. We're not going to walk into any of them, but yeah, Hard Rock is definitely my favorite for its convenience. It's a beautiful hotel, but this one is so aesthetically pleasing and accommodating as well. It's amazing. We'll see a little bit more of that, but I just wanted to chime in really quick and you can see my face. Now, let me show you the true beauty. Now, over behind these doors, we have the Tuscan Ballroom, which is huge, goes all the way down the hall. So this whole area over here is the Tuscan Ballroom. You could have a wedding and whatnot, but imagine this over here. You have your wedding reception, and you have this little courtyard that everybody could come out and have drinks. There's a private little courtyard. It is not connected to the rest of the hotel. You do have to go down the steps as we did, or the escalator to get here. And now we're going to make our way back up because this isn't really what you're looking at for your stay, but I just wanted to point out you have the Venetian Ballroom, the Tuscan Ballroom that we just looked at, and then I'm probably going to pronounce this wrong, but the Ligurian Ballroom right over there. These, I also noticed while we were here, hey, look, it's me. They're also used for special events. So I saw L'Oreal had some signs down here. So there was a L'Oreal event. So it's not just for weddings. It's really for anything, a business, personal, whatever. And as we exit the ballroom area, over here they do have a business center, and down that hallway is where we came from for the main entrance. We're gonna make a right. Down this way are the pools, so let's go check those out. And also, just absorb the beauty of this hotel. Not much needs to be said about this theming, but check this out. A beautiful indoor gazebo for a evening glass of wine with a loved one. We're heading on over this way still. As we exit on out, we're going to be making our way down that way towards the villa pool. That'll be the first pool that we see. Now, undeniably, the Portofino was made beautiful on purpose and with the intention of hosting events, because this area right here, as we go down the steps, is undeniably an amazing spot to host a wedding. I could see the seats all throughout here, and then you'll have like the walkway where the groom and the bride get married over in that gazebo in the distance. It's very nice. I mean, and in the nighttime, all those vases, those large vases, are lit up from the back, so they're backlit. It looks very beautiful when you come out here. And here's the area I was referring to that you could be standing while you say your vows, and then look out this way for everybody who could be seating with a middle aisle right here, and as well as two side aisles. Very nice. I can't think of anything else that this could be used for. All right, so we came from on over that way, and then over to our right in front of us now, is the villa pool. Now, this pool is the more mature, I would say, less themed pool. No slides, none of that. You got a dipping pool, and then a jacuzzi over here, or a plunge pool, I apologize, is the first one, and then a jacuzzi right behind it. And then you have this like wonderfully elegant pool with nice seating. One thing to mention is all the seating at the pool here has cushions, which is very nice. All these statues and this fountain right at the end of the pool, just to the left of where we were just standing. This pool is extremely nice. I like this pool better than the other one, just because you could actually relax, but the other pool is very well themed, and we'll see that shortly. Just for obvious reasons, we're not going to be heading down there. I don't want to interrupt anybody. Like I said, that is a very nice pool to just relax. No slides, it doesn't attract as many kids because the other slide is the other pool is a little bit more kid-centric. But maybe I'll throw some like B-roll of the pool in if I'm able to. Now we made our way down. Once again, this is the villa pool. There's like 2 or 3 entrances that you could come from, but you can see it right over there. But we're gonna make our way left. On this way is the other pool. Now we've had a little trek away from the villa pool, but we got the beach pool out this door, Campo Portofino, and the harbor. It's right on over this way. We'll get a quick like second floor view of the beach pool here at the Portofino. And here we are at the beach pool. You got a bar and restaurant right over that way. A little area over here where you could get water and towels. And then, bam, the beautiful pool. You got a little sanded area on this end. On the other end, there is no sand. And then right there, you got a slide that you start up right over here and go down. This pool is fun, but as you can see, much more busy. And then right behind the pool, you have the game room. A great area if the kids are getting bored at the pool and need something additional to do while you're relaxing. Bam, you got a pretty decent and accommodating game room. Nobody's in here right now, but you got Cruising the World, Transformers, Jurassic Park, some shooting games, Tomb Raider, and a bunch of other games here. Cool little spot. Still kind of following the pool, but making our way down this way. Another cool amenity that they have here is the Mandara Spa. Now, this spa is an additional cost. It's not included in your stay, but if you're looking to do something special like a massage, this is the place. And a massage is sometimes very necessary after a day at the parks. We're not going to enter in there, but it looks very nice and smells amazing out here. And I didn't notice this the other day, but they have this little like pool amenity chart outside. So fun at the pool. They do have beach balls that you could get. They have a slide, as well as some of the pool amenities. You have cabana rentals over here, as well as the movie that will be playing at night. Most of the hotels here at Universal have nighttime pool like viewings for movies. And on the opposite end, they have some of the bar and grill, the Spendito bar and grill like options. So you have a QR code if you want to pull up the actual menu. They'll tell you a little bit about the weather for today, and also a featured cocktail, which currently is still the Raptor Rush. We had that in June when we came the other day. All right, we've already gone through some of the cool amenities here, and I don't think we've seen not even half of what the hotel has to offer. There's still a whole nother side, but we did check out the beach pool, the villa pool, Spendito bar and grill, and the spa. So we know that that's all here. Another thing I wanted to tell you is all the hotels here do have laundry rooms. So the laundry room is something that I think is underappreciated. If you're traveling, and let's say, for example, you're getting a budget flight on Spirit where you can only bring a backpack, but you're coming for 7 days, chances are you're gonna run out of your clothes, you're gonna dirty your clothes, but you're staying at the hotel and you have a washroom, you could actually go and clean your clothes. So you could come with 3 shirts and potentially wear those 3 shirts 6 or 7 days just by washing them. So something that I think is extremely beneficial, and also will help you when you're leaving and going to pack again. You don't want to mix up all your dirty clothes with your clean clothes. So go wash them the day before you leave, and you can fold them right back up when you get home. Just put them in the drawers. So a little tip that I like to use. Now, as we make our way into the harbor, we have 1926 Busch Restaurante. This is their like higher end, nicer restaurant here on the resort. It does open at 5:30 daily. Last seating at 9:30, closes at 10. And here's a little bit of their menu. Appetizers. You got some add-on vegetables, a little bit about their daily serving, and then traditional pastas and seafood entrees. It is really hot during the day here, like right now, but you do have this outdoor seating as well as the indoor seating that overlooks the harbor. Now we made our way down the steps from Busch and on down to the beautiful harbor. One thing to note is you have the boats that go down the canal system, which take you to City Walk, so you could enjoy City Walk in the parks, as well as a walking path. This walking path will go down and take you the same route, a little bit longer. It also passes by the Hard Rock Hotel on your way there. The Hard Rock is the closest hotel to City Walk. This is probably like the second closest. Now we're making our way down the harbor, and here's a better view of everything. This area is so beautiful. They do have a wine festival that occurs once a year. I don't know when exactly, because I think it was canceled this year, but it'll be held right here in this large like courtyard area in front of the water, where you can indulge in paella and different wines from the area. And then you have these beautiful rooms, some of them with balconies. We're staying somewhere right over in this area. We'll show you that a little bit later, but to the left over here you have the Thirsty Fish Bar, which is actually like the second nicest restaurant I would say here at Portofino. And in the nighttime they do have live performers out here. Now we were just over there. We're making our way over this way just so I can show you what they have as far as like restaurants and stores down here. Torteria del Porto is right over here, which is where we actually had breakfast. This is, if you've stayed at any other resorts, this is like your traditional like buffet style breakfast that would cost like 20 something bucks, and you could do all you could eat. They also have selections off the menu, which we're walking over to. I'll show you that shortly. It looks like they have changed the menu already, so the lunch menu is what's up. The breakfast menu has been removed, but they'll have some items for breakfast as well as the buffet, which is still set up, but now it's probably just for lunch. You know, you can't overlook their attention to detail. Around the whole entire hotel, you'll see these like mosaics that they've put together. Beautiful, very vibrant colors. I love it. And then another restaurant that's on here, a restaurante, as it's written on here, is Mamadella's. I have not eaten here yet. It's a place that we probably need to make an effort to check out the next time that we're here. I've heard great things. And then right on next to that, we have Sal's Market Deli. It looks like a more like grab and go style restaurant. They have a couple sandwiches and whatnot. Here they're pretty good as well, but I haven't tried them. Now here are some signs to give you some reference points as to where we are and where we're going. So we came from the West Wing. So the West Wing was on over that way where the pools were and everything, and then all the restaurants came across this way. And then we have the East Wing, which is where we currently are, and we're going to be heading down this way, which has your Starbucks, your gelato place, Universal Store, Galleria, and another the Mandara Spa. The spa is back where we were. The Galleria is basically just like a little shop with some souvenirs, jewelry, not your traditional souvenirs. It's like more of a jewelry store with like plates and other decor that you could use around your home, as well as some paintings that you can see up on the wall over there that are for sale. Currently closed though. And we continue right next to the Galleria. You have the Universal Store. Let's go inside and cool down a little bit, as well as check and see if they have any of the Halloween Horror Nights merch out. Traditional Universal Store, they got some Universal items. You got Harry Potter. You got your wannabe Spirit jerseys, as well as some Halloween Horror Nights merch. It's just one little booth for Halloween Horror Nights. We kind of forewent the HHN merch just because there was a whole like family over there that wouldn't move and was coughing all over the place. So this is the gelato store, and kind of like a candy store as well. I know that it is connected to the Starbucks because I've seen that you could enter from Starbucks on over this way. Boom, right next to the gelato store, you got Starbucks. If you need to pick me up, you know that I am a huge fan. It looks like they have their signature drink. I will say though, this Starbucks has had huge lines in the morning and not the best service. I don't think they're associated to the hotel. They're ran by Starbucks. And they've been a little mean about managing the lines. I don't know if they're just short-staffed. I'll give them a break on that, but they could be a little nicer. And check it out. Some of these rooms have like little patio areas if you're on the first floor, but this is your overview of the harbor area. Back there, I don't know if you could see it, that's the Hard Rock, and that's where the boats go. And then the walking path follows the edge on the right. You got where the water taxi picks you up, and then the West Wing, that's Spice over there. And then the fish, whatever, I forget what it was called. And then the front of the hotel. Now let's start making our way in so we can check out the room. So over there is the harbor, making our way over here. One thing I forgot to mention is right above the restaurants, right here, in the evening times, you may catch an Italian singer singing down to you. It's a very nice little romantic addition if you wanted to have dinner in the evening sitting down somewhere in one of these courtyards. Now we're trekking on over to the elevator so we can go check out the rooms, but I cannot say it enough, guys. This hotel is a beauty. If you're looking for a nice hotel for a special occasion like an anniversary or a birthday, this is definitely a spot that you should consider. Could be a little bit on the pricier end, but if you do a little bit of shopping, get your hotel booked in advance, you could get a pretty decent deal. And before we get on the elevator, another look at the hotel map. So you got this huge map here. And then all the different offerings. Looks like you have 7 restaurants, shops and boutiques. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ballrooms and meeting rooms. You have a ton. Pool and recreation. You have 3 pools, an arcade, and the spa. And then pizzerias. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Jeez. And then guest wings and general information. Now we're making our way to the room. Like I did mention, we've been staying in the room for a few days now. So I'm not too sure if room service has already arrived and cleaned up the room. It may be a little bit messy, but just in general, I try to keep my hotel room pretty neat, so it shouldn't be too bad. But one thing to mention is the option of getting room service every day has returned the last few stays that I've had, June, May, and February. You actually did not have the option to get room service in your hotel. And here we are, we're staying at a Villa 2406. Let's go in. And as we enter, first thing we see is this mirror and a little station for coffee, your ice bucket. I gotta say, this is probably the fanciest ice bucket I've seen at any of the on-site hotels. And you got a little space here. Make a little move forward, and you have your closet with your regular accommodations. You got your iron, as well as your little vault to keep some of your stuff safe. It is very shallow, but still. Ironing board. And then in there you got some hangers and whatnot. And then right across from the closet, you have the bathroom. I gotta say, this is probably one of the more accommodating bathrooms, and there's me. I come with every room. This bathroom is huge. You got the 2 sinks and vanity. Then you got your towels, hair dryer. Like I said, we've already been staying here, so a lot of our stuff is there, but we tried to be neat about it. Got a little bathroom over here, a little toilet, and it's a very private toilet. And then your shower, which is a standing shower. You know that I enjoy it, as well as something that's come into use a lot this trip is the little drying line there. We've been to the pool several times. Monique loves the pool. And we continue to make our way in. We do have a nice view. I'll show you that shortly. This is a 2-queen villa. I gotta say, the queen size beds feel a little bit smaller, but maybe that's just because I'm used to having a king size bed at home. But the room itself is ginormous. Over here, right in front of the beds, you have your traditional accommodations, a little drawer. We ended up getting some snacks and whatnot, a fridge to keep your drinks cool and any leftover food, as well as what I believe is a 42-inch TV, which is actually pretty nice. Our little editing station, which I had set up all weekend. We were here for Halloween Horror Nights, so you got the Halloween Horror Nights kicks right there, as well as edutainment buttons. We did the Unmasking the Horror Tour, so make sure to check that out as well. But yeah, a very beautiful and spacious room. I gotta say, the theming isn't crazy, but it's nice and elegant, and I like that. Now, if charging and outlets and all that stuff is something of importance to you, you got all these lights over here next to the bed for lighting. And then you have, in the middle, 2 outlets here, as well as this has 2 USB outlets, as well as a surface charger. So you can just lay your phone there and bam, bada bing, bada boom, it will charge. Here, by the editing station, you got some outlets on the wall right there, as well as the leg of the table has outlets and USB plugs, which is very convenient. And then the light also has on one end an outlet for you. Moment you guys have all been waiting for, and where I like to always end the video, is the view. Bam. We got a beautiful view of the harbor and the restaurants to do some pretty cool people watching, something that both Monique and I enjoy. But this is a view that you cannot beat. Nice and centric with the hotel, and you can see the water, watch the taxi take off, the water taxi take off in the evening. It's an amazing view. I gotta say, an expensive hotel, but with the luxuries and accommodations that you get, well worth the money. Now guys, that is all from our hotel review here at Universal Loews Portofino Bay Hotel. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said earlier in the video, this is intended to help you decide, if you're choosing on on-site hotels, which one is the best fit for you, or maybe which one is the best fit for the occasion. Like I said, staying at this hotel could be for a special event, an anniversary, things of that nature. But one thing that's great about Universal is that they have it's not one size fits all. They have different sizes, different flavors for every individual. So we've actually gone about and done several reviews on all their different hotels. So make sure to check those out in the description. I will link the ones that we've already done, and soon enough, we will have completed all of them. So if you're ever looking in the future at this video and are interested in seeing some of the other hotels, by then, maybe a year from now, you'll be seeing all of them in the description. Make sure to check those out. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for coming along with me. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much once again. I'll see you guys on the next video. But don't forget to ask yourself, have you been entertained?